What is up, guys? The LA Gamer here, and today I am bringing you guys episode 4 of my St. Louis Rams rebuild franchise on Madden 16. I'm a little bit more pumped today than other days because I feel like I've had a little bit of an optimistic day, and I feel like this is the year, this is the offseason, this is the draft that is going to fix everything. I haven't looked at the free agency class. I don't know what it's going to look like. I have no clue, but I just have that little feeling in me that this is going to be the year. I know we're only 2 years in, so I feel like I'm kind of jumping the gun. But I think this is going to be a good free agency class. Last one was a little bit weak, and it seems like periodically you're going to get that good free agency class, and I feel like this is going to be it. So let's see what's going on. We're going to send straight to the offseason. I don't even care about Super Bowl week. Screw Super Bowl week. We didn't make the playoffs, so we're not even going to worry about Super Bowl week. We're going to worry about the offseason because we're getting some rookies and we're getting some free agents. So let's see what we can do. We're going to advance to offseason. I don't even care who wins the Super Bowl. I know you guys might, and I feel bad, but I mean, realistically, it has no effect on us. What we're worried about is making our team the Super Bowl contender so that we can be the team in the Super Bowl that ends up winning. So hopefully with a big offseason here, I wanted this video, I know I'm kind of jumping all over the place, but originally I expected this series to be about 10 to 15 episodes long. It might be longer because just through the first couple of years, it seemed that first year seemed a little bit rough, and that second year seemed a little bit rough too. So we just never, I thought we did good in terms of the draft and everything, but apparently we didn't because our team didn't do much better. Record-wise, we got to 7-9, which is 2 games better than we were. But still, I mean, I don't know what to fix, but Alec Ogletree's a guy I want to keep. He wants a lot of money. Okay, we'll figure that out, I guess. He wants like $8 million a year. Give him a pretty nice bonus too. He should sign for that. That's about $8 million a year in total, so that's quite the big contract. He's gonna sign with that. I'm not gonna get Ayers. I'm gonna get somebody else to replace him. Brockers we don't really need. Tavon Austin had a pretty big year, so we're gonna re-sign him. 4 years, he wants about $4 million a year. That's quite the contract, Tavon. Very interesting that you want that much money considering you were kind of a bust until last year. We'll give him 3.5. We'll give him a 500K signing bonus, and then we'll give him the 4 years that he desires. I mean, he's young, so why not keep him till he's till he's 30 because he's 26 right now. So he's got 95 speed, 93 acceleration. That's just the type of player that I like. So we'll try to keep him. Hopefully he signs with that. He should because we're offering way more than he's desiring, and he will resign to that. So only other thing I really think we need to fix or sign is maybe Chris Long to a 1 year. He's asking for 3 years. Which makes sense because he's getting a little bit older. He's probably going to try to secure himself a contract. I can't do that though. I can do 2 years. He'll probably decline, so I'll probably end up regretting the second year of that contract. But remember, he's been getting like 7 sacks a year the past couple of years, and I need that type of production on my team. Kenny Bridge has never really produced like I thought he was going to, so we're not going to get him. And TJ McDonald, I think we have to resign because he's a pretty dominant, strong safety. But I think we're running out of money here. Like, I do honestly think we're running a little bit low on money. We've got $14.5 million in cap room, and after that signing we'll have about, what is that, $10 million. So we can sign maybe one big free agent. I wanted a really big free agency. Maybe we won't get one just because we don't have enough money to do so, but we have a lot of draft picks, so maybe we can make a pretty big trade for a guy who's having an expiring contract. I don't really know, but I think we might be able to because we have a lot of picks, and I'm willing to trade away some of our rookie draft picks to get a really nice team. So it looks like so far the top guys up here are offensive or defensive linemen. We don't need to worry about that whatsoever. So what do we need to worry about? We don't need to really worry about a halfback. We have what's his face? Oh my goodness, I can't remember his name. Whatever, it'll come to me. Todd Gurley, there we go. But Collins would be a great pickup. How much money is he doing? This will be our one big. We need a big middle linebacker. I know Laurinaitis has been producing, but he's getting old, and I just don't know. 24. Oh my god, he wants a big bonus. Can we even afford that? We can. That will be interesting. Let's see. No, I did say we needed to work on our tackles. Volmer, I don't like him though. Why do we have no good tackles out here? We got Khalil, we have Reef, we got Luke Jokel, who's 25. I think he's probably the best guy we can get up here. Oh man, but that middle linebacker, I honestly think middle linebacker is more important than than left tackle and right tackle. Jake Long only wants $1.2 million, and he's a pretty nice tackle. So this is Moneyball style, boys. We're gonna get those low overall or those low cost guys that have pretty good overalls. That's the idea, at least. We're gonna try to save some money. DeMar Dotson, another guy who's not asking for much, but he's a pretty good player. He's asking for about $1 million a year. We only have $390K though, so we can't sign him. Maybe we can pick up a right tackle in the draft or trade for one. Like I said, we have trade value because we have a lot of picks this year. I'm willing to trade them because like I said, I want this year to be successful. I want you guys to be kind of impressed with how we can rebuild, and I want, of course, the fans to stay intact while we're doing. Luckily, Jake Long's gonna accept that offer pretty quickly, and he'll be our new starting left tackle. What happened to our left guard? I thought we had a left guard that was a lot better than Saffold. What happened to him? I didn't sign the 1-year contract, did I? I don't think I did. Didn't we have a better left guard? Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? We need another receiver, though. We're going to have to maybe either trade or draft one. We'll see what the draft class looks like. And we probably have like a middle-of-the-pack pick, so we can't get the craziest draft ever. But actually, no, that's right. We traded for a lot of our picks last year, so we don't know what our pick's going to be. Let's check that out. We have the #1 pick. Okay, sorry, guys. I get really pumped really easily. We have the #1 pick. That was such a steal then. I did not know the Bears would be the worst team in the league. Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry guys, we're scouting college players in. If we have the #1 pick, then we're making a splash. We got a nice left tackle here. I've never been the type of guy who gets a left tackle with the first pick, but oh my goodness, if that's what we need, maybe we get a left tackle. I don't know. B+ pass block, B run block, B impact block. He's a good left tackle. Let's see what this guy can do. Not the same thing, but Broderick Carlson. Not only that, but his name is cool. Come on, you gotta admit that's a cool name. John Grayson though, 4.27 40-yard dash, 6.71 3-cone, and a 4.01 20-yard shot. And this guy almost beat everybody out in every single B+ zone, B man. Oh my goodness, guys. This guy is the fastest player I've ever seen in a draft class. I've never seen a 4.27. I've never seen that fast. This guy's probably got 99 speed, 99 acceleration. That's our first pick. That's our. I'm not considering it. That's our cornerback of the future, John Grayson. This guy is like a more athletic Patrick Peterson. That doesn't come along. Patrick Peterson was supposed to be like the most athletic player for years, and another guy just came along. So that cornerback, is he like a Deion Sanders maybe? I mean, you know, you guys know how I like to jump the gun and maybe over exaggerate occasionally. Laurinaitis is good enough to be our linebacker. We have good backup here. I think we drop that offer on that middle linebacker and get somebody else, because we need a right outside linebacker more. Unless Jamie Collins can play right outside linebacker, which he probably can. Yeah, no, he can probably play right outside linebacker, so he'll take over that role, and we'll get a pretty good right outside linebacker. And then we'll trade. We'll trade for a right guard or a left guard and a right tackle. We'll have good cornerbacks next year. We need better defense, so that's the reason I'm doing that. Let's see, we have a pretty late second rounder. I think it's like the 47th overall pick, so we'll look for like third round receivers, see if we can get a steal in there. Just a couple guys who can definitely just come in and make it work a little bit. This guy's a balanced receiver. He's slow as balls, so I don't really want him that bad. This guy's also extremely slow. Any super fast guys? Lance Rice here, 4.32. Can he do anything though? No, he's not necessarily a very good player in terms of catching the ball, so that's kind of an important thing to have as a receiver. Second overall in those two things. Antoine Tate. This guy's pretty fast. Pretty good route runner. I wouldn't mind having a couple of route runners to back up the really good. I can't remember that guy's name, but we got a really nice big man, like a 6'4" receiver. I remember last year with our number one overall pick. Not number 1 overall pick in the draft, but our '1 pick. And we have a 15th pick in the second round, 12th pick in third. It's all over the place. Look how many picks we have. one first and second rounder, 2 thirds, 3 fourths. That's crazy. So let's see. I want to keep my first. I want to keep my second. But I think I'm willing to trade the rest of those picks if we can get some pretty nice positions. So let's see what we can do. We're gonna need if we can get a big name receiver. I won't have to scout any. But first off, let's try to get a big name right tackle and a big name left guard, because that's what we need the most. And then from there we'll worry about if we need to get a right outside linebacker. I don't really know if Jamie Collins can play right outside linebacker. Worst case scenario though, he can't, and then he'll be a top-notch middle linebacker. So I'm fine with it either way. Let's see though. This team, what's their left guard look like? They don't even have one, so this might take a little while, guys. I'm sorry if it does, just because I've never really looked too much into offensive linemen, so I don't really know what teams have the best offensive linemen. We can get this guy though. He's a little bit older, so maybe we can get him for not as much. 2 fourth rounders maybe can do the trick, and it does. We got a good right guard now for 2 fourth rounders. I don't know if I gave too much because they immediately accepted that, but I think that's a realistic trade. 2 fourth rounders for a guard. That makes sense. That's going to lower our cap room a little bit, of course, because obviously he's going to cost a certain amount of money. So that's our guard position. Or was that the tackle that we got? I think that was the tackle that we got. So now we need a left guard. Let's get like a top-notch left guard. Like, I mean top-notch. Joel Bitonio is the left guard that I want. That guy's a beast, and he's young, 24 years old. I'm willing to spend one of our third rounders and maybe a fifth on him, and that might not even be enough because this is a good guard. Yeah, they're unwilling to trade him. Man, next year's second. That's a lot to offer for a left guard, and they're gonna accept that. Here we go, guys. Now I know I'm making big moves. I know I'm trading away a lot of draft picks, but we did a lot last year to make this an opportunity for us. So we got Bowling, and Bowling was a guard. Oh my goodness, guys, I'm stupid. I'm sorry. So we got 2 guards now. Can either of them play the tackle position? They probably can in reality. I did not think Bowling was a guard. I'm stupid, guys. Please, you guys are probably freaking out when I was like, oh, that was the tackle I got. I'm sorry about that. But okay, Bitonio can play a tackle position at 88. Now, not quite as good as he's at left guard, of course, as he's a 94 and a 97 total at left guard. But I mean, it's better if we get him at right tackle. I totally messed up there, guys. I'm sorry, but it's going to be a big move nonetheless. Bitonio's a great player. With his confidence, he can have a 92 overall, so it's not that much worse than he would be at the other position. So let's check it out now. Let's check what positions we need now. Remember, we still have a lot of draft picks, and we're still keeping our first and second of this year. So I'm really excited. We have the #1 overall pick, guys. I know that cornerback looks great, but the only thing I'd be willing to trade that #1 overall pick for is either like a crazy receiver, or a crazy cornerback who would be better than that guy anyway. So let's see what we can do real quick. Let's check the trades. Oh, why am I going up here? I know I'm making a lot of big moves, guys, but I think it's time that we make those big moves. I know we're only like 5 episodes in, but we might as well make it entertaining. Let's see what we can do. Alshon Jeffrey. Will they take the #1 overall pick back for Alshon Jeffrey? If they do, they're a little bit ridiculous. They're a little bit stupid, but I'm willing to trade him. I think if we offered a lot, though, maybe they'd be willing to trade a guy like Alshon. Maybe he's not the top guy we want, though. Let's look around a little bit. Let's find out. What if we got Odell in the squad? Let's just see what they'll do. So I'm willing to trade Odell reasonably. Trading Odell in real life would be like a sin. But let's see. Let's trade a third to go along with it, and that might be convincing. Oh man, I don't know what else we need to trade. They need a quarterback. Nick Foles? Yeah, you want Nick Foles. Oh man, I don't know. Nobody wants Nick Foles. I know that was a total joke. That was a joke. Defensive tackle. We have defensive tackles. Do we trade a first and Nick Fairley for Odell? Guys, I know this is a big move, but we have a great defensive line. We can switch out one of these left ends for a defensive tackle, and it won't be that big of a deal. We won't get the same amount of sacks from Nick Fairley, but realistically, he wasn't the greatest defensive tackle. Our #1 guy is Robert Quinn. They got to be interested in Fairley. They are. Do we do a first and Fairley for Odell? I think we do. I think that's a big trade-off. And they're not willing to do it, but if we throw in that third one more time, maybe, just maybe. If they don't do it, I'm gonna feel really stupid because I'm talking like this trade's gonna happen no matter what. But if it doesn't, a better positional upgrade. What do you mean? That's a 94 overall. Okay, well they want a guy who's probably like a, I don't know. They must be looking for a green, a better positional upgrade. What if a first and we threw our first of next year? Honestly, I'm not kidding. I mean, Odell's the type of guy that you spend these types of picks on. You know, our second rounder. Who's our second rounder idea again? We were gonna get a receiver, but if we got Odell, we wouldn't need a receiver. So I'm willing to trade the second rounder as well with Bitonio. Honestly, Bitonio is a beast, but I'd rather get rid of Bitonio than what's his face, the really good guy I got, Nick Fairley. I'd rather get. Well, let's see. Are they interested in Bowling? I'd rather get rid of Bowling than Bitonio, but no, they're not. Bitonio is a top-notch player though, so it makes sense why they would want him. Let's see. Ogletree, I'm not willing to trade him. James Laurinaitis, maybe somebody's interested in Laurinaitis. No. Let's see if we can get rid of Laurinaitis. Let's see what they'll do here. They want significantly better stuff. Okay, let's try Bitonio, guys. I know we're making a lot of moves here, a lot of trade switching, and I know it's crazy, but they're still not interested. Okay, so maybe this will be a blessing in disguise because we are doing a lot of trades, so this is a little bit ridiculous. But I do really want a guy like Odell. That would be so awesome when you think about it. Let's see, Trey Mason's a nice young running back. No, they're not interested in him. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. I don't really know what to do. We're going to get a new cornerback, so I'm willing to get rid of... actually, no, we wouldn't because we'd be getting rid of our first rounder. Let's first check how interested they are in each of these cornerbacks. Norris Jenkins, no. Maybe young Raymond Brandon? No, okay. Well, Odell was a valiant effort, okay. Let's just move on and just try to find another big receiver that we can get. Allen Robinson is really good. That'd be an awesome player to get. Jets, we can get Eric Decker, but he's a little bit older. He's just not the type of guy I want. Randall Cobb's not bad. Kelvin Benjamin is a beast. Can we trade our #1 overall pick for him? I'm willing to trade him, but maybe we can convince you guys. I think we might be able to. No, they don't like TJ McDonald, though. Of course they don't like TJ McDonald. They never do. They never like the TJ McDonald. Let's see. Left guard. We have Petonio still. This team's not interested in Petonio, though. What team might have a good receiver? Amari Cooper. How could I forget about Amari Cooper? Let's see what overall he is now. 87. They have Josh Gordon, too. Okay, he's their #3 receiver. They probably don't need him that bad. Okay, but you're still not willing to trade him. You guys are a little bit picky. Let me just say that right now. Right guard, we have Mackenzie Bernardow, whatever his name is. Joe Petonio. Green. That would be a trade that would go through. I already know that. Do we do Petonio in a first rounder? Let's try Petonio in a second rounder for Amari Cooper. And let's see what we can get. Maybe this will be good. I don't know. And it is! Joel Bitonio in a second rounder for Amari Cooper? Oh my, this seems getting ridiculous, guys. We didn't even have to trade our first rounder, so we can still get that cornerback. So now that totally fixed our receiving game, as we have Amari Cooper, Griffin, and Austin. We're going to have to switch out Griffin and Austin, #2 and #3, but that's a pretty sick receiving core, especially if our quarterback can start stepping up. Simon, that's a complete shot at you. You need to start stepping up. Let's see, what else do we have? We need a right tackle now, which is fine. A right tackle is not that difficult to get, and we still have a few picks. So I'm willing to trade our last couple of picks to get a right tackle. The cornerback is the guy we're going to get, who will be our new #2 cornerback, and Brandon will play our #3, because Brandon played the #3 this year. Obviously, my coach for some reason decided to change out lane with Brandon, even though I told him not to, which means Brandon knows how to play the #3. He was #3 in our team in tackles from the #3 cornerback position, so that's why I'm fine with getting another cornerback. And then we have a pretty good linebacker core, especially if we can get what's-his-face in free agency. So one last trade, why not? We'll try to get a right tackle. So manual trade. Right tackle is the last thing we need, really, guys. I think not only that, but I messed up on that whole guard situation. So I think it's time for us to kind of right our wrongs right here anyways with the new right tackle. So let's see. Any top-notch right tackles out here? Lane Johnson's not bad. He's pretty young, too. And we probably won't have to give up too much for him, but I want a top-notch right tackle. Like, I want a guy that I have a lot of confidence in. Doesn't really look like there's a top-notch right tackle in the league right now, though. Are you telling me the best right tackle in the league? Oh, the best right tackle in the league is, what's his face? No, he was up here a little bit more. Is, Lane Johnson. Apparently he's the best right tackle in the league. That's interesting. I guess every right tackle that was ever good retired, or maybe there just wasn't any good right tackles in the league to begin with. A 4th and 6th, though, they probably... It's not that difficult to trade for offensive linemen. They don't seem to care about them a whole lot, so we'll do a 4th and a 4th of next year as well. Maybe they're not willing to trade him. He's the best right tackle in the league, so in comparison, that's probably why they're less willing to trade him. A 4th and a 3rd. And that's going to work. Here we go, boys. It's crazy how quick they changed their minds. All I did was change out a 3rd for a 4th, and they're like, oh, that's cool. I'll take it, though. I mean, look at this offensive line now. This is the offensive line you want a guy like Todd Gurley running behind. And then with the receiving core of Jared Cook, Amari Cooper, Caesar Griffin, Taylon Austin, that's a solid receiving core. That's a solid offense. And then on defense, I'm really hoping we can sign that linebacker so we can fix out this linebacking core. We're going to get that top-notch cornerback. to fill out Jeremy Lane's spot, and then we're going to probably trade Jeremy Lane because we have a lot of cornerbacks right now, let's be honest. And then Ogletree is good. Laurinaitis is probably good for one more year until he starts declining. McLeod's a pretty solid free safety. Let's upgrade him real quick because he's got a lot of XP, and I want to see what type of free safety we're going to have. Let's see what his overall is going to be. Let's work on his... Where is it? I want to work on his awareness, but it's not even a thing for him, I guess. Let's work on his tackling. That's a pretty bad tackling rating, especially for a guy who needs to tackle open field players. That would be an issue if he can't tackle. So there we go. We got running class at 83. I mean, that's not bad. I mean, our safeties could probably be a tad bit better, but that's not bad. And then this cornerback, I think, is going to be really good. So I'm really excited for him. And okay, I'm sorry about that. My thing just glitched out, so I had to make sure the recording didn't stop. So John Grayson, what picks do we have? Did we trade away? We didn't trade away our third round. I don't know why that was so difficult to say. And our offense is almost all B or A grades, besides the left tackle position. But even the left tackle position is not bad, so I'm not worried about that. Now, just in case, let's scout a right outside linebacker, just in case that guy we're trying to get in free agency doesn't sign, or if he just can't play the right outside linebacker position, we're going to want to get another option. So, let's like this guy, McHale. Oh my God, he's terrible. Oh, I'm going to look past that. Let's check this guy, Jai Robinson. Nothing going on there. Jermaine Russell, maybe. Okay, this guy can play. B+ tackle, B+ pursue, and B hit power. These, man, why are they making it so difficult for me? Because now I want to trade up for a second rounder, but I'm not going to do more trades, guys. I don't want to make it too unrealistic if I haven't done so already. It's been a little bit crazy, a little bit hectic. And I always want to look back at this roster because I think we're looking really good here roster-wise. I wouldn't mind one more receiver maybe, but I think this is good. I think Griffin's going to develop, and I think Javon Austin's a solid number 3 guy, and Cooper's a solid number 1 receiver. So I'm excited to... I'll probably start playing like the latter half of next season if we're a playoff contender. I'll sim to midseason, and if we're a contender, then I'll worry about playing the games there. So let's advance the week. This video hopefully is not going to end up being too long. I don't know how this is all going to work out. So let's advance the offseason. Let's continue to sign free agents, or let's just check what the free agent listing is looking like. Let's see if the free agent we're trying to sign, if we're the number 1 guy for him, and we're not. Who else is signing him a higher contract? We're signing him a lot of money. I don't know who is offering him more money than us. But hopefully he'll still sign. I mean, if he saw how hard we are working to make this team really good, he'll hopefully sign, because we look like a championship team after all the moves we made. Worst case scenario, maybe we sign one of these guys. DeMarcus Ware. Maybe we can come back for one more big season. Melvin Ingram. That's not a bad option either. Let's just try to sign him. I don't know if I need to. Let me check. Okay, let me say something real quick that I don't like about this game. I hate it when, if you offer a contract to one person, you can't offer contracts to other people, because, I don't know, it's just weird. It's a weird thing, because they assume that you already lost your money, but you haven't. So, we'll sim one more week. I mean, what am I really going to do? I'll probably just trade away my picks once again, get some extra picks, and do some trades next year. I know there's a lot of trading around, but the funny thing is, I totally thought trading to affect my my team wouldn't be good, as Jamie Collins actually declines the offer, so... We need a right outside linebacker. Or actually, Hayes can be an 82 overall right outside linebacker. He's the backup at left end, even though he's better than Chris Long. Let's just run this. Let's run Hayes at right outside linebacker, see what he can do. 82 overall, that's not bad. It might be a little bit interesting. It might not work out, but I think it could be good nonetheless. So we'll try it out, and that could end up being our only flaws. We're gonna have a left end playing right outside linebacker, but that's about it. So. The draft should be a pretty quick process. I already know who I'm going to get, that cornerback. I'm not even going to second guess it, guys. That cornerback is who I want. Looking at his stats, I've never seen a guy athletically talented like he is. In any of a 4.27 40-yard dash time. That's like 99 speed. That really is like 99 speed. And that's just too good to pass up on. It really is. So, cornerback is going to be John Grayson. The thing is, not only does he have crazy speed, but he's got crazy stats. He's a run support player with that type of athleticism. I just can't wait to see how good he is. 81 over, 98 speed, 95 acceleration, 84 man, 86 zone, 92 agility, 82 press. This guy's a beast of a cornerback. He's 6'2" as well. He's 13 in true talent. But here's the thing. Most guys who are top like 10 in true talent are usually like offensive linemen or something. So this is probably the best cornerback in the whole draft. And athletically speaking, there's probably not anybody else like him in the draft. So I think we did exactly what we should have done. I think that was the right pick. And I think we might need to take a risk here on the route linebacker. I know I said I was going to trade away this pick, but we'll check what we can trade away. We can trade away for in a second. But real quick, let's see what route linebackers are on the board. And there's not really any. Oh my goodness, that's not good news. We got this guy, Sateki Best, but that's not really any good stuff. So I guess what's going to happen is we're going to need to try out that left and that right linebacker. It's a really weird scenario, but worst case scenario, we'll trade our first and second rounder or something. We'll trade away a lot and try to get a really nice route linebacker under the circumstance that that left end just doesn't perform. We'll get the Bears pick once again. They just gave us the first overall pick last year, so I'll trust them to give us another good pick this next year. So we'll take their second rounder. We'll skip to our next user pick, which is not until what, the 5th? Okay. We'll trade away this pick as well for a 4th rounder from the Bears. We'll just take all the Bears picks, I guess. If they're willing to trade them, why not take them? And let's move on once again. And do we have any other picks? We have a 6th, and we probably have a 7th too, when we're honest. Being honest about it, we'll take the Bears pick again. We'll just keep taking the Bears picks. They're gonna give us our whole entire next year of picks, I guess. And you know what? After this, let's try one more trade for a right linebacker. Actually, let's not even try that left in. If we can pick up a top-notch right linebacker, let's do that. Because I think I'm more comfortable with that anyway. So, and then we'll take the Browns pick right here. So, just for the pure purpose of comfortability and just trying not anything too risky. Especially, we made a lot of moves to get these guys, and I don't know when their contracts expire. I didn't check. I just traded for them and hope that we can get one big year, because I didn't explain this, but this whole rebuilding process, after we win a Super Bowl, I think it's on to the next team. I kind of want to move quickly through the rebuilding processes, because I want to try new teams, I want to try new things, and just consistently add new stuff. So that's kind of the reasoning why I only care about one dominant year. I don't really care about setting up the cap room for years and years of dominance. I'm just kind of trying to win for 1 year. So let's check our finances. Let's see if any of the guys we just traded for have expiring contracts. And let's, even if it's not them, let's check when the expiring contracts are for our other players, because that's actually something we need to keep in mind, because I don't know how much money we have. I don't know if we're going to be able to sign any of those guys at the end of this year, or very many of them, to say the least. So let's see. 2018, we're losing Aaron Donald, Jared Cook, Trey Mason. That's not a big of a deal. So the big guys we're losing are going to be Aaron Donald and Jared Cook. Hopefully we can re-sign both of them. I don't know if we can re-sign Aaron Donald. He's going to ask for like $20 million a year, and he's honestly probably worth it considering how much of a beast he is, but it'll be a little bit sketchy. Lastly though, let's sim to, what's it called? Yeah, we'll just sim to preseason, and then we'll do a trade here. Let's trade for a right outside linebacker real quick. Try to get one more last guy before this video ends, before it gets too late, and see what we can do. Because if we can get one last right outside linebacker, I'll be content with the team going into the season, and I think we all should be, because I think this team got a lot better this last offseason. When I said that I expected this team to get a lot better, I did not expect it to go like this. I did not expect all these trades to work out the way they did, so I'm extremely content with how everything worked. And let's look here at the trade center. Let's see what we can do. Manual trade. We'll go over here. And then, of course, we're looking at right outside linebackers. So, DeAndre Levy for less. That's possible. Let's see. Left tackle. Jake Long, Greg Robinson. Greg Robinson's young. Maybe they want him. And they do. So we were able to get DeAndre Levy for a first, a second, and Greg Robinson. Let's throw DeAndre Levy in that starting lineup. Guys, this is a whole new team. This is revolutionized. What if the Rams were like this in real life? If they could do something like this in real life, that would be unbelievable. So I'm crazy happy about the moves we were able to make in this episode. This is realistically how I wanted the rebuild to go. This is the story of the rebuild. This is basically the episode that's going to change all things. So let's make sure Levy, he is in that starting lineup. We got Laurinaitis, Ogletree, Levy. Laurinaitis is going to be honestly the weak spot of our linebacking core, and he's not even bad. So we got McDonald, McLeod, Jenkins. We're gonna have to move Grayson at the number 2, just because I think Grayson's a beast. I think he's the guy who I want at my number 2. So let's make sure that that's where he's playing. Can we please get Grayson at the number 2? I mean, is that too much to ask for? There we go. Grayson number 2, Brandon at the number 3, Jenkins at the number 1. I'm happy. So in the next episode, guys, we'll sim to midseason, see what's going on. But that's about it. So if you guys enjoyed, please click like button below. Make sure to comment your opinion of the series and what I can do to make it more interesting in the comment section below. And make sure to subscribe if you haven't already to stay tuned to this series and other series I got going on my channel. Tell me how you guys think about all these moves. This is the episode that we've been waiting for, that I've been waiting for at least, is to make an episode this entertaining, because this is the episode where we made the moves. This is crazy. So yeah, just comment down your opinion of that. Thank you guys so much for your guys' support. Thank you guys so much for just watching this series and just being there to support it. So thank you guys so much for everything, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.